Okay, fine, no issue. So first question is, for example, this is a semicircular ring, right? This is the semicircular ring. Let Q be the charge distributed uniformly on its circumference. Total charge is Q. Its radius value is R. And we need to know the electric field at this point O. Due to this uniform charge distribution on semicircular ring, we need to know the electric field at the point O. Yes, how can you answer about this? Tell me. Yeah, process will be same, right? First you have to calculate D against the small element charge. First you have to calculate D against the small element charge, right? And after that you can calculate the total electric field integrating the result against each and every elemental charge effects. By integrating, of course, by integrating we can get the result. The effect we can consider it like that, taking two small element of length dl each on either side at symmetrical position such that the charge on the dl element will exert repulsive force these are dE each, right? Force on +1 charge at the required point due to the given charges. The charge appearing on this part is dq, charge appearing on this part, that is also dq. We can find out that value of dq first. dq can be written linear charge density, that is lambda, right? It can be written lambda into dl. So geometrically, if we see geometrically, this is theta, so this also theta. These two small segments subtending an angle d theta each, right? So then as per geometry, these two angles will be theta each. So the resultant effect for one pair of symmetrical element along this line, it will be 2 dE cos theta, because their sine components will be getting cancelled out. D sin theta this way and D sin theta in this direction will get cancelled out, right? So ultimately for one set of symmetrically pair of elements, we are getting it as 2 dE cos theta, right? So therefore net electric field at O, this can be found by integrating 2 dE cos theta, right? One step is equal to 2 dE cos theta. So if we integrate each and every step, we will get the resultant electric field. So we can express 2 dE can be written K into dq by r square, that is the force due to force of repulsion on +1 charge due to the dq charge appearing on the element part of the semicircular ring, that into cos theta. We can simplify it like this, 2k dq can be written lambda into dl, dl can further be written as r into d theta, that divided by r square into cos theta, right? dq was charge per unit length into length of the element, so lambda dl. So what we have done, dl has been replaced here by r d theta. So therefore one r can be cancelled out. So we are getting it 2k lambda by r, and integration will be done for cos theta d theta, where limit against theta in 1/2 will go 0 to, because we will integrate for the limits on 1/2 of the given geometry, because against each element its corresponding element on the other half is already included. Got my point? So therefore we can write down this. If we integrate it, so we will get it like 2k lambda by r. Integration of cos theta will be sin theta. So 0 to pi by 2 means sin pi by 2 is 1. So its integration result will be 1. So final answer is 2k lambda by r. You can finally replace lambda, which will be q divided by pi r. Q charge was available now here on the circumference, which is lengthwise, being it is half of the circular ring, so it is pi r only, right? So therefore electric field at O is 2k q divided by pi r square. So 2k q by pi r square is coming as the electric field at the point O due to this uniform charge distribution. Again I will continue the problem with the similar situation only. I would like to see more variation on this. Okay, fine. So now I will ask you to get the electric field again at the point O on this semicircular ring, but the problem is this time if I mark it like A, B, C, right. So in AB part the linear charge density lambda 1 is lambda, okay, and in this part, in BC part, the linear charge density is 2 lambda. We are having different linear charge density in two equal half of the semicircular ring. In AB we have been given about the charge with the linear charge density lambda, and that on the BC segment it is 2 lambda. So now what will be the question again? Same. What will be the electric field at the point O? Find electric field. Find electric field at the point O. If you take again one element here, if this is DE2 for example, and if we take this element forming DE1, right, being they are symmetrical element, if I take both these segments are theta each, then what will happen? In this direction it will be DE1 plus DE2 cos theta, and in this direction it will be DE1 sin theta, and here on this, in this direction it will be DE2 sin theta. So that means something on x axis, something on y axis. We can discuss it like this. So along x axis, or along the axis of this symmetry, that also you can say. So it will be DEX will be DE1 plus DE2 cos theta. We can elaborate this. How can we elaborate this DEX? So DE1, that can be written K into DE1 means this part, so it is K into lambda DL by R square, plus D2 will be k into 2 lambda into dl by r square both into cos theta. So in case of dl we can write down r d theta in both. So then it will be k lambda r d theta by r square, and in the second part it will be 2k lambda into r d theta by r square, that into cos theta. So ultimately these two terms can be added up. Denominator same, numerator terms are also same. We can lambda r here 2k lambda r d theta by r square taking common, so it will be altogether how much? 3k lambda by r. If we add both of them along x component, 3k lambda r by r square in both can be cancelled by r into cos theta d theta. This is the dx. So overall dx, so that means net electric field along x that can be that can be found by integrating dx. So in dx the constant part taken out, that is 3k lambda by r, and it will be only cos theta d theta that can be integrated, as because again we have taken two elements on either side. So again limit of variable theta that can be used from 0 to pi by 2. Again I can use the limit 0 to pi by 2 only. I can use the limit 0 to pi by 2 only. So cos theta, integrating cos theta will be sin. So it will be 3k lambda r into sin pi by 2 minus sin 0. So this part is ultimately 1. So it is 3k lambda by r. This is the result along line of symmetry against the two different charges appearing on each half. Got it? Now, but on this is about x component. About y component, now d1 sin theta and d2 sin theta, being they are appearing opposite in direction but they are not equal. So that's why it won't be cancel out. So we can write down and dey is concerned. So obviously d2 will be more than d1 because charge density, linear charge density in d2 is more. So that's why dy can be written d2 minus de1 sin theta, right? d2 can be written 2k lambda r d theta by r square minus k lambda r d theta by r square, that into cos theta. Are you getting it? So this time it can be subtracted and finally dy will be k lambda by r into cos theta d theta. Yes or no? Could you follow this? Along y direction, the electric field can be written k lambda by r into cos theta minus cos theta d theta, right? So again the net, therefore net electric field along y that can be obtained by integrating this dey means k lambda by r being constant taken out, integration of what we are getting. Sorry, I have made a mistake. Here it was sin theta, by mistake I have written cos. So this time it will be integration of sin theta d theta, limit will be 0 to pi by 2 once again because we have taken two elements at a time. So if we integrate for theta for 1/2, it will automatically cover up all elements on other side as well. So integration of sin theta will be minus cos theta, right? Integration of sin theta will be minus cos theta. For limit 0 to r, we can make it plus cos theta, we can make interchanging, that means cos 0 minus cos pi by 2, again result is 1. So this result will again be 1, so this is k lambda by r. So we have got two result. One result was how much? One result was 3k lambda by Ex was, this was the one result, Ex was this, and we are getting Ey as k lambda by r. That means final thing is like in this direction it is 3k lambda by r, and in this direction it is k lambda by r. Got my point? This is the point O. So electric field we are getting available on both x as well as y. So net electric field can be now found. Net electric field will be this one, which you can use under root of Ex square plus Ey square. Yes or no? The net electric field at O that can be found by using Pythagoras, under root of Ex square plus Ey square. Got the derivation, got the way how to get the electric field for different order of charge distribution.